guys, today we are going to be talking about a manhwa called Actually I Was the Real One, and today we're going to be talking about how Kiera should be the main character and how I think it should be Cosette or her mother. So, yeah. Actually, I Was the Real One manhwa is about a young girl named Kiera who always wanted her father's love, but he never gave her any. And soon her half sister Cosette comes into the picture, and her dad gives all his attention to Cosette, and then later she gets executed and then comes back into time to change his fate and stuff. Of course I do feel bad for Kiara, it's not her fault, but the main villain is the grandpa of Kiara and the dad. So before the dad married the female lead's mother, he actually had a wife before her, and that was Cosette's mother. Cosette is actually, in fact, a demon because her mother married the Duke and they were happily married, and she was the Duke's first true love. It was not Kiara's mother. In fact, he actually hated her, and this explains the way he treats Kiara because he does not like Kiara nor his mother, and that's why he acts like a father figure towards Cosette and stuff, which I think is really stupid, but you'll understand why later. Cosette's mother, I think I'm gonna pronounce her name wrong. Rwanya, I think that's her name, but she couldn't get pregnant, but later in the story she does with Cosette, and in the novel it's actually twins, like one boy, one girl. But in the manhwa, they actually change it, so it's really separate from the novel. There's so many things different. So she could they all believed in the core that she couldn't get pregnant, but in fact she was. So the female lead's grandpa, he wanted his daughter to be the duchess, so he goes and convinces the duke to abandon his wife, and then they get divorced, and then she later finds out that she's caring, and then the grandpa, he goes and sends assassins, he sends hitmans or assassins to kill the mother because he wants his daughter to be the duchess. And basically, she runs through the forest, and in the novel, it's really pretty gruesome because then she gives birth, but then the child, I guess, a soul gets died or something, and then she goes and makes a deal with the devil or this demon to possess her daughter's soul and to do revenge. And in general, I feel really bad for her. And with this type of story, you would think that Cosette or Rwana would be the main character, because after all, I feel like Cosette should be the main character because she really deserves justice. So does Rwana. They both deserve justice. Sorry about my English and the way I'm speaking, because when I speak, it just feels really weird. Sorry. The reason why I think the Duke is such a coward is because he is literally the strongest man. He should have protected his first love. It doesn't matter. He should have protected. The fact that later in those stories when the demon Cosette comes and says to the Duke how bad you did, he was like, I didn't know. And then the demon was like, well, whether you should have known or not, she's still your wife. Isn't she your first love? Shouldn't you have protected her? And the fact that he goes and turns time just because to save his honor, because when Kiara dies, I guess the gods abandon the world or something. Wow, what a disgrace of a father. So, my final thoughts for this manhwa is that it's really good, but I would have liked it if justice was served to Rowana and Cosette because they really need it. I wish that Rowana could have gone into time instead of Kiara, and she could have a happy life and stuff, because I feel like she deserves it the most, or the original Cosette. Cosette. I'm still trying to get her name right. The Duke might have loved Kiara, but he's only doing it because he feels because he's trying to make sure the world doesn't get bad or something. He's trying to protect his honor. Not a good father. Thanks for watching, by the way.